So, hello everybody. We are part of team at Rubber Duck Games. At the top is Diego, in the middle is Ruben, aka El Obrero del Arte, and I'm Banky, and this is Evil Wizard. Diego, what is Evil Wizard?
Hello, Banky. Hello, everyone. We are making a humor-filled action RPG that put you in the shoes of former villain, final boss, and the idea is to recover the castle you're going to see in the intro right in a moment from the heroes that overtook it. It's like reflection of the games you've been playing since the origin of RPGs, when you're the good guy and you have to defeat an evil wizard. It's mostly an evil wizard, but generally a final boss. And the idea is to tell the story behind the evil wizard or this final boss after he was defeated. So, without further ado, let's go to the intro.
So that was the intro of the game. Hippo. Hippo.
Rubito. Yeah.
Yes, I want to tell something about the intro, because I am so proud with the video intro. We need to make it in a short time, the intro, because of the schedule that we have in this moment. And at first we try to make it by own, like a man with honor, but then after a week of work, we realize that we can do it. So decide to work with post producer and friend, the amazing Alejo Fernandez, and 1 month later, I am not sure, 1 month later, we have the intro finished, and I personally love it.
Yeah, it was between
the intro show a little bit of action and humor, and let's see more characteristics of the personality of the heavy wizard.
Yeah,
right.
that was like the part when the evil wizard is defeated by the hero. So this is the start of the game. Here we find our first weapon, the rusty sword, and so the basics are press X, because I'm using an Xbox controller, to attack with a melee combat. We have a melee combo of 3 hits, and a dash that is very useful, because we can use it to avoid enemy attacks, or even to explore the map.
Yes, the first time that I saw this first show in the game, I thought that it was the game that I want to make. The joke is one of my favorite jokes in the game.
Which one?
The rusty sword. Maybe level 1.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
It's a good one. So
and the face with the animation.
This is another mechanic of the game. We wanted to add a way to heal the player or the evil wizard without the addition of potions. So we thought, how about do something in the middle of the combat that heal yourself? So inspired by games like Doom Eternal, and No Praise for Bravery, among others, we came up with this idea of executions, in which when you defeat an enemy using your sword, the enemy enters in a state in which you have a small window of time to perform an execution and recover some health. I'm going to show you right now how it works. Like this. Let's continue.
There you go.
And you pass the famous scary tree of the game.
Yeah.
Let's go back to it in a moment.
This is the first area that was programmed in the game. This area 3. This is the third area in the demo, but it's actually the origin of the game. It's not position 000 of the world, but it's our 000. This is the first time an enemy went started attacking, and the first time we shot a fireball. The dash or the collisions were made in this little a rectangle of an area. You can see the rectangle right now, but it is actually rectangles smashed together. So this is actually a very, very special part of the game. Most people won't even notice that, but everything started from here. This is ground zero. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the first enemy, not the sprite look. That's very new, but this is the first enemy coded into the game. This is the first AI test and behavior designer that we use with Obsiv. Obsiv, much love. Your behavior designer asset is amazing. All right, there you go. That's the 3 combat combo that Banky was saying, and poor guy got smacked down. So that Evil Wizard is defeated. He's weak. He could barely got out with his life in the intro, and these guys do not believe this is the Evil Wizard because it's all dirty and threw down. Go there you go. So here the guys start laughing, and this is actually the animation. It was done by Pablo, our 2D artist. He's a genius, and we wanted to put different animations for different events. We saw the first enemy was peeing, this one are laughing, and we have a ton of animations to show, to really potentiate the cinematics in the game and the jokes. Because this is one of the types we have with cinematic jokes. Then we have a lot of use with dialogues as well. It's super cheap, and we can edit dialogues and add more text super without any effort. So we're abusing that tool. And but yeah, we have a lot of these cinematics in the game and frames, and we want to combine them, as you see, cinematics with combat, so we can balance the drama curve between having tough combat and make you laugh a little bit. If so, a little bit, that's enough for us. And all right, so here you go. This is when the game starts to expand a little bit. Banky's about to open this chest and get the wooden stuff. So with the wooden stuff, you get access to magic. And magic is super important here. He's an evil wizard, of course. And he has quite a few elements to use. But let's talk about fire right now. So that's the way you access an element. You have to press RT and Y to lock that into that button, that slot. So now he can cast fireballs with Y or triangle or left click.
Yeah, to cast fireballs you need to use mana. So here's where the sword gains some protagonist, because to gain mana you need to hit things. It can be enemies, it can be objects. So when you hit something, you regain some mana, and with the mana you can cast the spells. In this case, we just gather fire, so we can throw fireballs. the fireball do great damage and also burns your enemy, making them some damage over time.
Exactly. Yeah. So that actually the game has these hidden paths all around it, and this is one of the things that we wanted to implement. This is super brief as a tutorial to show you that not every path is blocked. You can you see hints, visual hints, and like this chest over there, and you can access different areas of the map by just exploring. So exploration is super important here. All right.
So here's where we find our first duck. The ducks are the collectibles of the game. Sorry, I wanted to open the inventory. So the collectibles of the game are Easter eggs. So if you identify the Easter egg of the collectible, please tell us on the chat. We will be taking a look, and let's take this opportunity to show the other items like the wooden staff. All the items have a description where we try to add some humor also to the description of the items. This is one of my favorites.
My favorite too.
Yeah. All right, so here we have to advance and to show you how Fireball works and how the environment reacts to spells. We prepared this little puzzle. It's not much of a puzzle, but it's kind of a skill door that allows you to test the spell. And Banky will now, there you go, shoot the torch. Yeah, Rune?
There was an important moment in the game. The bridge animation looked simple, but it was important because it's part of the first puzzle in the game. So it should be fast, simple, but look good at the same time. And after some iteration, we got it.
Yeah, it looks amazing. We have a couple more of those in the game, right? Not bridges, but yeah, animations that actually would have been cheaper not to make them, but yeah, they enrich the game a lot, and those kinds of things are always worth that extra polish. Feels super nice in the game. All right, so another cinematic, like we said, we are presenting the game, new characters, the soldier and the ranger. It is the woman on the left. So yeah, the ranger is pretty simple as well. She throws arrows, and there's an execution. And as you can see, we have different types of enemies. Of course, this is a demo, but we are showcasing a little bit of what you can find.
Different types of enemy and different types of death animation. As you can see here, the same enemy died in two different ways.
Exactly, yeah, by magic and by melee combat. So yeah, it depends how the enemy reacts. Enemies also react as well as the environment to what type of hits you can give them and the way you can defeat them. So yeah, there's a chest. Yeah.
This is the area of the voodoo doll.
Right. Yeah,
doll.
we have to show that. Thank you for the reminder. There you go. It's barely visible, actually, but that is a voodoo doll.
The voodoo doll was the first little detail that I add without telling you, with my team, with the idea of surprise, just for fun. But this kind of element could open different storylines in each player, and I really like to do this kind of things. We have our story, and use it to develop the game, places and facts. But I love to let elements without explanation, even elements who don't seem part of the story, and let the player could imagine why those elements are there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
We should find another ducky, as I showed you just a moment ago. This one. I'm sure you can find you should know the reference.
Yeah. So there you go. This is one of the best parts of the game.
In this part, we had a big zone where we can add a kind of reward view. So after thinking in many ideas, I want to join the monster of the lake Ness and the Pinocchio tail.
Reference. Yeah. Why Pinocchio over there?
Because of that, if you look the scene, you will find the Geppetto and Pinocchio corpse, like an Easter egg.
Yeah, but I mean, what gave you
like the whale, like the whale?
Because it was a whale, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Long story short, I changed the whale of Pinocchio for the lake name monster, like a died pet of the evil wizard. As you can see, I put a leash over the Nessie neck.
Right.
So here's another mechanic of the game. We wanted to add some way to heal the player when he's outside the combat. So we added this. We call it health rocks. That in the game are rocks full of souls that you can execute them and it refill your health. Like when you execute some enemy.
Yeah, these are really important actually, because it also regenerates mana, or at least that's what we are considering. So it's like a point in the game where we are let you restore health and like draw down the combat to make you feel more relief. And as we don't have potions, we have to go this route. But it includes the exploration also. And this part with the castle, this was actually, do you remember, Ruben, making this? It was like a whole Saturday, trying to nail the lightning and the post-processing, the ice with the fog. This is actually my favorite part of the Dark Forest.
Yeah. We want to show the contrast between fire and ice without any explanation on why the fire and ice are in the same place.
Why is there ice? Yeah, we're gonna save that answer for later. But there's a reason. It's not just because. And now here we have the generator, and this is a vessel for lightning.
So here is one of the main mechanics of the game. Changing through elements, it's crucial to the combat of the evil wizard. So you can gather new elements from magic sources, like say there. From the generator, we can gather lightning. So the lightning has a powerful spell. This one, you can cast a lightning and do some damage in a wide area. So in my playstyle, I use a lot fire to fight against single enemies, but when I have to fight many enemies, I prefer to use lightning, so I can hit them at the same time.
Yeah, and as you can see over there in the icon with the Y, the slot of the element, it says it has 6 slots. That's the amount of mana that it consumes. So slots will indicate the amount of mana that will cost each casting. And so yeah, as a balance, this is one of the most dangerous ones in the demo. So yeah, it costs a lot. This is my favorite deck in the game. We have to show this one. Sure. Robert Downey Jr. I mean, the name's amazing, and the deck is great. I'm Iron that. In the game, this is going to be a little bit different, but since we are in the demo, we wanted to show you a little bit about the collectibles of the game. We actually put a a ton here for you to find. All right. Now this part is actually a little bit different. It's a little bit tricky. This is a puzzle that you have to solve, right? So this is the first puzzle we made, and we wanted to put the Evil Wizard personality in it, and you'll see why in a minute. And the idea is to activate, using those levers, activate every torch. You have to turn every torch to be lit by doing that exactly, and somehow you have to solve it. See if Banky can figure this out. Although I think we made this like a million times already. Okay, so these are the little messages that Evil Wizard will tell you here and there, talk to you, give you little one-liners like that.
And you can see the decoy, no? At the first time that you can see the decoy.
Yeah, in this area, yeah.
No, the first time is
not in the game.
In the Dark Forest.
Yeah, we have in Dark Forest, and we have also before the Peñarol flag as well.
So I'm tired of thinking, so I will cheat this.
There you go. So that's cheating, and the idea is that Evil Wizard is not fond of puzzles, and if he can cheat, he cheats because he's evil and all that. So we wanted to make another reference to that here. So puzzles may be a little bit different than you might expect from other games. If he has a way out, he'll take it. All right, so now we have a computer there. This is not for Centennials or Gen Z. If you were born in after the 2000s, you may not get this reference. But for our older audience, hello. Yeah, the Y2K. And if you guys can tell us why... Yeah, the reference of 3845, dialing 3845.
It has an explanation.
Yeah, that has a meaning. It's not an easy one to figure out, but yeah, it is. And here, by some reason, you had to put, this is not Windows. I mean, it's okay. I think it's better to be safe than sorry. Yeah.
In the 80s, each time that you want to connect to the internet, you need to listen this horrible noise.
Yeah.
This part is a kind of tribute to the 80s. For me, the best decade ever. The best decade ever, by the way.
Yeah, not for internet, but for music, for sure.
No.
Yeah. And here we present Mongo. He actually has the same thing happens with the skeletons. Actually, you cannot interrupt his attack, so he's kind of difficult to kill. And at least for this level. And this is what I was talking about. So we cannot upgrade the sword, so we are just giving you.
Rowlet is being killed. Hey, leave Rowlet alone.
And who's that, dude? Oh, that's your brother's dog, right?
Yes, this is Firulais.
Firulais. There you go. Grabbing the Pokemon.
This is real life, dude.
Yeah, and okay, so actually, instead of upgrading the swords, we are just giving you swords and staffs in this demo, and this is the twin staff. So this is amazing, actually. It's gonna be much later into the game when you actually get this stuff, but we wanted to give you a little glimpse of what's in store for you playing the game. So, Banky, why don't you tell us about a little bit about this?
Yeah, this is an important stuff because now I can hold the both elements we know already at the same time. I can have lightning and fire, and I don't need to change one for another, so I can use it both of them dynamically in the fight. And
exactly. Yeah. The only constraints Yeah, I mean, constrained by mana only. But as you hit enemies and you get more mana, you can combine elements like fire, and ice, or something like that. As long as your mana allows it, you can throw more than one element attack at the same time. There you go. And here Banky will give us a demonstration of how he'll use. Maybe we can also see the death animation, which is really cool.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, 3 hearts left, so yeah. The spawn animation was also something that took some time, huh, Ruben? Do you remember that? There we go. Yeah, Mongo is a bit tricky. So there you go. One of the best animations in the game. So yeah, I mean, it's like you saw everything up to here.
You'd say they stay far away from the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, another wordplay over there. Yeah, this was the ending, I believe, right, of the publisher demo when we actually were hunting for publishers, and I think we finished it here in this combat. It was kind of similar to the one we have right now. I think we have more enemies at this moment. And Ruben, wasn't Mongo the first enemy you drew for Evil Wizard?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, well, you added the animation. The animation's different right now from the first one.
Demo for the Mongo for the demo.
Yeah, for the publisher demo, that build.
This demo had a makeup from Pablo.
Yeah, exactly. All those animations. Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Yes, because many animations from the demo had an important lag in frames.
Yeah, I remember we were speeding everything up so we could get it done in time. So yeah, this is a nice elemental. So this is the first enemy you encounter of ice. There you go. And as you can see over there, there are some sparks over the ice elemental, and this means that you can gather the ice element here. This has the same particles in every element that you can gather. And now you unlock the ice dust spell. So Banky, yes. Take it away.
Yeah, with this spell we can freeze the enemies so they get stunned for a period of time, and you deal more damage to frozen enemies. And also it's very useful because you can freeze the water and walk over there. So we can use it to advance now because the door here is closed and we only have water. Oh.
There you go. So yeah, we wanted to put some drama here and there.
Beware.
This was the first area that we made with this feature.
Right. Yeah, this was the first one. Exactly. Well, we were actually working on this as we were finishing our negotiations with the publisher, with Meta Publishing. Yeah. So this was actually very hard to do. You guys were working. You had jobs back then. I had a small job, but you guys were really putting your 8-9 hours, and then working with me here in Evil Wizard. Very different times back then. But yeah, this boss was super difficult to do. All the patterns that we have. We are actually making one right now. We are working on one that it's going to be amazing. But I think this new one has maybe the same amount of mechanics, because it's crazy to make 7 mechanics that are different. It's a lot of time, a lot of animations. I don't know how long it took you, Ruben, to make all this, because we actually iterated a lot in the animations, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It was kind of hard to make. Oh, this is the ice rain, and
when I did animation and after implement the animation.
Integrating the animation is super hard as well. Yeah.
We need to make a lot of change, a lot of tests.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of hard.
Add frames.
Yeah, trying to actually
change emissions map.
Yeah.
Again and again.
You're using and abusing Bloom. Yeah, the Bloom shader.
I don't want to die again.
No, it's okay. You have 3 hearts. I have faith in you. I think you can do it. It is a bit hard, this enemy, but I believe it's a good starting difficulty. We didn't want to make the game super easy, but not insanely challenging. We're trying to find that sweet spot. If you guys want, it would be great for us. Play the demo and tell us what you think. There's a survey available for you to give us feedback. And if you notice that if you see the game's too difficult, or maybe you want to have more than one difficulty or something like that, just give us all the feedback you want. It would be immensely helpful for us. This is the blizzard that we saw before, and we wanted to telegraph the attack during that hallway that you have to go through before presenting it here, because we're actually presenting a lot of new mechanics. The ice cannon is a new one, freezing everything, and as you can see, there are ice spikes as well throughout the level on the walls, and if you touch them, you die. You don't die, you lose a heart, but you could potentially die. So you got to be a little bit more careful in this time, in this phase of the combat, and that's another way that we are implementing traps while changing not only the view of the area, but also adding more mechanics. You're super close.
Yeah.
I think one more fireball should do it, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, she's invulnerable right now, but I think there you go.
So this is Evil Wizard. Hope you liked the stream. If you want, you can try the demo downloading on Steam, and wishlist will be very. We will be very grateful to you if you wishlist the game, because it's a great help for us, and we will love you forever. So you can also follow us on our social media or join our Discord server. I will show you the invitation here in the stream. So have a nice day and see